Partnered by Times Influence. Welcome to the 27th edition of World HRD Congress. Professionals from all over the world came together to share ideas about their futuristic world of work. The theme this year for the World HRD Congress was Future of World at Work.
The 27th edition of World HRD Congress. The theme is the future of world at work. Everything is changing. Artificial intelligence, robotics, automation, the way in which we use our computers, the way in which we use even the mobile learning. It's changing so fast. To me, the core of human resources is people. Wherever there are people, there is HR. So the genesis of what we are trying to do is to create seminars that will be futuristic, that will talk about the next 10 years, 15 years, and what should we do to prepare for the next 10 years today. Unless we anticipate, we cannot make change happen.
Leaders from the human resources sector gathered together for the opening ceremony. The event also witnessed the book launch of Future of World at Work, Sustainable Employment Goals and National Best Employer Brands 2018.
Human resource, when we came in this existence of industrial era, we always had an approach to dealing with human beings, and how that transformed over the period of time is something Future of Work now holds for us. Without much ado, I'm going to request Dr. T.V. Rao, founder of and initiator of HRD Moments in India. Can I have him on the stage, Dr. Rao? A big round of applause for Dr. Rao.
In the year 1974, we coined the term Human Resource Development Department. We said the most important focus of the HRD department was to help people to enjoy their work. Over a period of time, HRD became a diluted concept. Work has gone to the background, but HRD became systems-driven, and people started working only for perpetuating systems, forgetting that the systems are meant to create happiness at work. In human resource development, the D got replaced, development got replaced with department. I have come to the conclusion, if the future of the world of work has got to be every human being taking charge of his and her own work. You cannot anymore say, I will wait for HRD to develop me. You have to come to a conclusion that I matter in enjoying my work. All the best, have fun, enjoy yourself, and create a new paradigm for the future of work. Thank you very much.
My next speaker, another pioneer in the field of teaching, management, and consulting. May I request Professor Dr. Indira Parekh to please come up.
Each one of us has a life space, each one of us has social space, each one of us has workspace. But we seem to have, over the last many decades, gotten caught with focusing very much on work. We've forgotten life, we've forgotten social systems. Social systems include the families. When we ask a person to draw a circle and say how much of time is at work and how much is what, it comes to 80% is the mind occupied with work, only 20% is occupied with the family, in which, of course, you go to sleep and you eat. So it's very little time you give to the family, and to life, actually, you give very little until you reach the Middle Ages, when you start thinking about spirituality. So my focus is that if we as a nation needs to really grow and become prosperous and become happy, then we need to make sure our families are happy. Of course, education is the most important aspect of growth of a country. Only if you are educated, learned, and what are we educated about? Knowledge. We have to be educated about wisdom, the wisdom of centuries which we have in our culture, in the human existence. Now, wisdom helps us to grow as human beings. Knowledge helps us to become competent and capable. So we need to discover the wisdom of our culture, the positives of our culture, the strengths of our culture and society and the families. And then each one needs to grow so that the country becomes prosperous, the families become more happy, and the individual is happy going to work every day. Thank you very much.
3 days of World HRD Congress focused on various topics related to human resource management. Sessions in the event were curated such that HR leaders could understand how modern work style is changing in today's automotive world. The event saw inspirational speeches from leaders across the globe.
The HR leaders need to understand that one of the key elements in HR is learning, relearning, skilling and reskilling. So that is what needs to be cultivated. The second fact is training their minds to think, adapt and believe about the future, the coming events about the future. The third is building a network of professionals that will set and demonstrate futuristic leadership so that succession planning is in place. These are the three major learnings that anybody could take.
Dr. Marshall Goldsmith shared his philosophy with HR professionals.
I talked about my philosophy of coaching successful people. We began with why it's difficult for successful people to achieve positive long-term change in behavior. We tend to replicate those same behaviors and we fall into a trap. What got you here won't get you there. Then I talked about our coaching process, a proven process that's been used around the world to help leaders achieve positive long-term change in behavior for themselves, for their people, and for their teams.
At the gathering, Newton Kondavetti helped HR professionals understand how meditation can help them be more productive at the workplace.
There is untapped intelligence, untapped strength, potential, we may call it as energy inside us. When we harness that power within, actually we bring such a leadership into the forefront, into our world. So every human being is capable, efficient. Actually, the only thing is we don't believe in ourselves. So this skill of meditation can actually make everyone to become who they are. Everyone is a born leader. So there is a great resource within all of us which can be tapped through this modality called meditation.
To organize an event such as World HRD Congress would not have been possible without the efforts of Team Fun and Joy at Work, who designed the topics for the seminar and charted the best of best from the HR industry.
There are two apparently very different parallel streams that run into the theme of World HRD Congress. One is, as the statement itself says, which is fun and joy. And there is abundant fun and joy in the entire program, so to say. The other is a very serious deliberation, both in terms of the manner in which, the jury goes about selecting the winners, the presentations that happen, the various sessions that take place in the World HRD Congress. There is very high seriousness, which sort of is involved in the entire process.
I think World HRD Congress has significantly helped the HR profession to grow, to become a business partner, to become a change agent, to become an innovator, to become a facilitator, to become a growth partner.
It's an occasion to get international celebrities in terms of HR professionals, Indian HR professionals, and we create and churn the best outcomes out of HR and what is the future for HR.
We started with India HR Congress about 27 years back. In those days, it was more of trade union management and industrial relations. Then time changed. It became more of developmental approach, which came with the HRD approach. Then it went into emotional intelligence. Then it went to Dave Ulrich's model. Today it is all about artificial intelligence.
Next up, Ashish Vidyarthi, a special guest at World HRD Congress, shared his thoughts about the work done by HR professionals.
It is actually the community which manages the organizations. Whatever the organizations do and achieve, it is inside of the amazing human beings who are there in it. And the entire HR community is committed to not just onboarding the right talent, but making sure that that talent is nurtured in its journey when it is with the organization.
The key takeaways for all the HR professionals who attended the sessions was how to adapt their work style in these ever-changing environments.
I think one thing which make any kind of a conference stand out is the content and the enrichment the speakers bring on the platform. And I think 10 on 10 for the World HRD Congress.
Whatever lectures or whatever you can say discourses what we had actually, okay, it was done in a true spirit of knowledge, spreading the knowledge.
It feels great. We are a young company and a young organization, even though we are about 25 years old. And being recognized after 2.5 decades of work means a lot to us.
It's a great, not only networking opportunity, but to meet a lot of people from CEOs to managing directors to the HR practitioner, the best in practices that you would be able to learn.
We are rapidly growing as a country. We are making a transition from a developing country to a developed nation, and it will all happen because of the soft power, and that is the people. And those people have to be motivated, they have to be trained, and they have to be developed.
First time I've seen so many HR people, not only pharma, across the industries at one platform, and great speaker and fantastic learning.
This is a huge forum, and that's something amazing to see so many of my HR colleagues across all the fraternity, across industry, coming and culminating here.
I think it's a phenomenal event. I met Dr. Marshall Goldsmith up close and personal today. It was a dream come true. World's #1 leadership coach addressing the audience.
It was quite enriching to see so many minds coming from different industries. It's a very learning experience.
Somebody who is bringing the happiness to the people, those who are working around him, he is a truly HR person. I think this is a forum which is really recognizing those type of people.
World HRD Congress was a grand success. It deliberated and discussed the importance of HR professionals who tirelessly work to build intelligent organizations.
The important element in HR that came out was business has no emotion. Emotion is big business. Wherever there are people, there's an emotional connect. One of the key tasks of HR is to build an emotionally intelligent organization.
Let's begin the felicitation and welcome to the 27th edition of Global HR Excellence Awards. To present the award, Dr. Siddhartha Pandey and Dr. Sandeep Ghosh, please.
For development and welfare of women and children. So we are talking about now company award. So this goes to Oil India Limited.
Oil India also received the award for leading HR practices in quality work life. They also received the second award for leading HR practices in quality work life.
Next award for talent management. This goes to
Yes Bank Limited.
Next award for best corporate social responsibility practices goes to Oil India Limited.
Joining them would be Diksha Ace Creative Learning Private Limited.
Joining them once again, would like to invite Yes Bank. This is for Best Corporate Social Responsibility, CSR.
And they also received the award for Innovation Retention Strategy. I would like to invite Amit Gupta from Yes Bank to receive the honors. Amit Gupta for Innovation and Retention Strategy.
Next award in Best Corporate Officer Award goes to Dr. Somya from Gold Star Jewelry. She is General Manager, Corporate Strategy and HR.
Now I would like to give little respite to the presenters. May I invite Dr. Michelle and Dennis Raina on stage to present the next set of honors, please. For the best HR organization to work for, it's Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Joining them would be Prolifix Corporation Limited.
We also have a winner in this category, Southeastern Coalfield Limited.
Okay, moving on to the next category. Best Service Provider in HR, Personal Search Services Private Limited, PSS Private Limited. Now let me give you a little respite to my presenters. Dr. Michelle Raina, thank you. May I invite Dr. Rajan Saxena or Dr. Sanjay Mittal to do the next set of honors, please. While they walk up, let me introduce the next category. Best Workplace Practices goes to Prolifix Corporation Limited. Now for the Diversity Impact Award goes to EY India. And joining them would be Cushman and Wakefield India Private Limited for the Diversity Impact Award.
So now we move to next category, which is HR Outsourcing Star Award. The first winner is Kelly Outsourcing Consulting Group, India Private Limited. Okay, we move on to next category, which is organization with the best employee retention practices. That goes to Uflex Limited, flexible packaging business.
And this is for the outstanding contribution to the cause of education goes to Diksha Ace Creative Learning. Diksha Ace Creative Learning Private Limited. I would like to invite Oil India to join them for the cause of education. Now for the CEO of the year goes to Emmanuel Nivate, who is the Chief Executive Officer for AXA Affin General Insurance Malaysia Bharat. Exemplary Leader Award, Pramod Gupta, CEO of ACE Creative Learning Private Limited. And this is for the Women at Work Leadership Award. The first on the list we have Ramita Arora, Managing Director for Cushman and Wakefield India Limited. Women Super Achiever Award for Mrs. Lalit Sridhar, Founder Director for ACE Creative Learning Private Limited. Joining her will be Subhashini Panyam, Country Director for Hitachi Consulting. This is for the outstanding contribution as a Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Anand Kale, Director HR for Metro One Operations. Anand Kale. A big round of applause for Anand Kale as a Lifetime Achievement Award, outstanding contribution in the HR industry. And this is for the outstanding contribution in the field of training and development, Harish Sairaman, leading hypnotherapist, inspirational speaker, life and spiritual coach. This is the end of the award ceremony.
Partnered by Times Influence.